at a point when the collision between art and science is now taken for granted, and we don't even notice now the dividing line. I think now we've said, okay, let's be scientific, but let's do it with nature, not against it.
But the highlights of today is seeing Jason Bruges, actually, because his work is really inspiring. It's creative, it's inventive, it's scientific, it's amazing.
For me, it's the sort of juxtaposition of natural and digital that's interesting. Digital on its own, not so interesting. People being involved, much more interesting.
The idea of the Internet of Things is that more and more devices will be connected to the Internet, and more devices will not even talk to us anymore, we'll just talk to each other to make the environment much more effectively. And there's a picture of the cactus in the corner, and the joke I was going to make that, well, maybe the only thing that can't be connected is that cactus. So that joke won't work anymore, but I'm going to the next slide where you've got a plant here that actually tweets when it needs water, when it's out of water. So
the Honorary Fellows for us are a way of recognising people who've made a profound impact on our world. And finally, we have Thomas Heatherwick. We'd like to honour you with an Honorary Fellowship today.
The other thing was we built into it a Union Jack into the pattern of these optical hairs, but we didn't tell the British government not because we were really cocky and cool, but because we didn't know if it would work. But also because we felt it mustn't be the reason that the British government said to itself that they were doing the project. We're doing it because it's a Union Jack. That mustn't be this. And luckily that did work.
I enjoyed the talk by Thomas Heatherwick the most. It was just intriguing in how he got his ideas, and he was just really relaxed and really drew me into the conversation, and just enjoyed listening to him. I could have listened to him for hours, actually.
So this installation follows the theme of the conference, which is Art and Science Collide. And I really wanted to explore the common boundaries between the two. So the installation questions whether it's an experiment or it's just an artistic expression.
I think we have to think about technology in this kind of spectrum between enabler and destroyer. And I think if we look at the things we lose as a result of new technologies.
I think one of our fascinations is to get the computer out of the screen and to make technology come alive stealthily, poetically.
It's been a terrific day. The speakers have been so good. We've learned lots, and it's been great to see and meet lots of new people.
Well, the highlight today really has to be Thomas Heatherwick, because we weren't expecting him to talk to us today, and it was just a bit of a shocker that he came and sat and talked. And I thought, are we going to get something out of him? And then he just poured information.
I thought it was fantastic. I think all the speakers have actually planted a seed which is all about magic, really. And that whole aspect of adventure. I think all of the speakers actually pointed out that they set off on a project and it was like the beginning of an adventure and they never knew how it was going to end.
I chose this quote because Steve Jobs is one of my icons, and it just gave me the shivers when I read it. It encapsulates the world as we know it now, and of course it places a huge but exciting responsibility upon us as designers. Designers must produce what the public has not yet imagined.